The brass key, once again an anonymous resident of the bowl by the door, acquired a fine layer of dust. For Noah Collins, the small room behind the bookshelf became less a destination and more a compass. Its quiet perspective seeped into his daily life, slowing his steps on the city sidewalks, lengthening his pauses over morning coffee, teaching him to listen to the spaces between words. He began to notice how the afternoon light painted a perfect, slow-moving rectangle on his living room floor, and he would often sit within it, not thinking of the next task, simply existing within that golden frame. This new rhythm was not one of achievement but of absorption, and in that steady state, he started to sketch. Not plans or diagrams, but the elegant, crumbling fire escapes on the building across the street, the particular way the old maple tree's shadow branched across the pavement, details he had sprinted past for years. The sketches were imperfect, tender, and for no one but himself, a silent dialogue with a world he was finally allowing to be intricate and slow. Months drifted by in this gentle cadence until the morning he met Alara. It was at the neighborhood green market, where she was patiently explaining to a vendor why she found the most misshapen apple, the one with a peculiar, star-like scar, to be the most beautiful. Noah, holding his own simple bag of groceries, overheard and stood transfixed, not by her words alone, but by the quality of her attention. It was the same respectful, unrushed presence he had learned from the room. Their conversation began with apples and meandered through forgotten folk songs, the geology of local stone, and the comforting weight of a well-made ceramic mug. With Alara, there was no performance, no urgent need to impress or advance. Being together felt like visiting that quiet room with its window of perspective, a shared space where time softened and meaning was found not in grand declarations, but in the granular texture of a shared moment. One rainy autumn evening, as they sat in Noah's apartment surrounded by his scattered sketches and her half-finished pottery, a comfortable silence between them, the power flickered and died. In the sudden dark, Noah lit the same candle from that fateful night. Its flame danced, casting animated shadows that made the hidden door, now always slightly ajar, seem to breathe. Without a word, Alara took his hand, her touch a question. He led her to the door, and together they looked into the small space. For Noah, the vista of gentle understanding remained. But for Alara, the window showed something else, a flowing, abstract pattern of blues and greens, like the inner current of a deep, calm river. She rested her head on his shoulder and whispered, "It's a different room for me." And Noah finally understood the key's true purpose. It did not unlock a single truth, but a space where one's own necessary peace could come into focus. The key in the bowl was not waiting for another moment of surrender, but for the next heart ready to learn that some doors open not to escape the world, but to meet it fully,